Y sí, ahí estaba yo, nerviosa como una quinceañera y dispuesta a comerme el mundo en mi flamante nuevo puesto de trabajo.
In Hostal. Virgin Mary sees them all. Yeah, you sort of took the words right out of my mouth. It was sort of the new, it was kind of a version of If Walls Could Talk, right? And it was that little figurine, and then also it was sad because a lot of people in the room were hurt people that were traveling through, and I sort of saw that they're looking at the Virgin for some solace, so she was extra watching over them. So it's a very touching little film, I thought.
My impression is kind of like different. We have seen a lot of movies like that where it's the bellboy or the valet or somebody narrates, like, you know, different people coming in, like Four Rooms, for instance, and other films like that. But I think what makes this one apart is the novel idea of Virgin Mary narrating the whole thing. It is slightly irreverent. Like, in a way, I felt that it was irreverent, and that made it like funnier. Because it had been any other commentary, like, you know, anyone else would have been like, yeah, fine, okay, that person is saying something, or like this person's saying, but that's Virgin Mary. Like, everyone has an image and an idea of Virgin Mary in their head, which can be similar or different depending upon, like, you know, how they see it. And then, like, but everybody has some idea. It's nobody like alive in this world who has like, even if they're not a believer or like they're not Christian or whatnot, they would have some idea. So like, to pick a figure like that, and then through that, you are like telling stories about like ordinary people with like, maybe like a guy with like, you know, what's the word, what do you call complex? So it's like, you know, it's a mixture of all those things. I think it was like a very smartly written, very sort of clever writing, I would say.
And also the layers. Mm-hmm. Layers. The movie has a lot of layers, especially the one where the narration comes from, how she's narrating, but also the whole suicide aspect of the movie, where the gentleman goes through this transformation within, let's say, course of an evening. So that change seen by Virgin Mary, and the background story that was being told of that gentleman who was just about to commit suicide, the insensitivity of the lady who entered and didn't really notice the guy committing suicide, but saw the bed being destroyed or something like that, right? So those layers were really good.
Absolutely, good for sure. It is an interesting note when you think about the comedy they put into a very dramatic issue.
I really liked it from the fact that when you finally realized it was the Virgin Mary talking, I mean, it was kind of like, you know, the bathroom commercials, like the frog who sees everything. And I also liked that even though it was Virgin Mary, there wasn't any ounce of religious context, and there was also zero judgment, which I think is a very fine line that they could have gone. So, I mean, kudos to them, because it was great. I loved it.
That was what I was going to say. My comment on it was, she was very non-judgmental for a religious figure. She just loved her job.
I was actually wondering, I wonder if the figure even knew it was the Mother Mary. Because there was no reference, although there was no reference to it, like the man asked for patience and she said her specialty was baking. So like, I don't think she knew. I think everyone was just looking at her and she thought, oh, people really like me, they want advice, I'm gonna help them. But like, I don't think she knew what she was. So I thought that was just an added layer of comedy.
She was definitely maternal, but she wasn't particularly religious about it.
Yeah.
Well, since that type of people that like read the terms of the agreement and skips through all that, I was kind of shocked at seeing that, well, the statue is actually the one who's talking. And even though the previous movie is my favorite, this movie I could actually like connect to some inner level, since, I mean, you basically have all people from all different sorts of lives, the pregnant teen, the mother with children, the suspiciously looking man, basically from all sorts of life, and just standing in the same room and staring at the, well, same statue, and, well, after all accepting that probably life is just the way it is. It's funny. It's always funny.
it's fascinating to think that this is kind of, this movie sets up the hostel as a fairly transient place. A place where people come and go possibly by the hour. They don't make it super clear. And there's a religious figure hanging over the bed that doesn't care where they are, but just cares about the people there. It's an interesting, it's kind of touching little moment.
Ande, baje de ahí, ¿eh? Cago en... Mar, como me ha puesto la colcha. Que no se vuelva a repetir, ¿eh?
Nobody's mentioned the room itself. That place had so much character, the peeling wallpaper and the blistering stuff that looked like there was mold coming out from behind the wall. Like, it looked so grubby and so dirty and so, ooh, who's been here before me? And she was worried about the feet on the bed, or the shoes on the bed. I mean, it was just the room had so much character.